Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the teaser trailer that came out a couple days ago for the new HBO series, The Nevers. If you haven't seen it already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But it kind of gives us a little setup of, kind of the world in which this is taking place. And apparently, like, something happened that basically gave certain people abilities in this universe, but it was only like 3 years prior, and it basically is how this world kind of deals with it. In particular, this is London. I don't know the exact date. I'm sure it's out there, but I'm just basing everything I know from the trailer because I heard a little bit about this series, but not the really ins and outs of it. But it seems like it's Victorian era London, and well, I thought it was interesting because it seems like it's mainly women that have this ability. At least from the teaser, it didn't look like there was any guys that had the ability. So I'm sure that probably plays an even bigger role into, like, it's like, well, remember, this is a time where women didn't really have a lot of rights. And and I'm sure on top of not only that circumstance, there's also women out here with superpowers. They're probably going to look even more like pariahs, so. But other than that, we don't really know the ins and outs of the story. It seems like it seems like there's two sisters that have powers, but then it seems like everyone else seems like they might be against them. So once again, we don't know what's necessarily going on. The whole aspect about the powers thing does kind of make me feel a little X-Men-ish, obviously with the discrimination aspect to it too. But it also kind of a little bit reminds me of the TV show Haven. If you've never seen the TV show Haven, it's about people in a town called Haven who have powers. The people who are afflicted are known as, they're troubled, which I think is interesting because obviously in this they're known as the touch. So I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. So like I said, other than that, we don't really get too many story beats. It's more like, I don't know if you say tone setter, maybe tone setter might be the word, but also it's just well, I mean, it is a teaser after all, so it's just kind of a look into that world. Maybe the next official trailer will kind of give us a lot more. It's coming, the show's coming out in April, so we probably won't get a full trailer until mid to late March. I don't know what I was trying to say. I am curious, what the full extent of the powers are. What is the situation that led to them getting powers? Is it something alien? Is it something else? Because it is a science fictional show. Because we do see that in the trailer. It does seem like, I don't know if steampunk would necessarily be the word. Steampunk might be the word. It definitely feels like there is this steampunk aesthetic with the devices that we see. There's at least two instances of there's almost a automobile type of device, and then there's another thing that looks very heavily science fictional that wouldn't exist in that time frame, which I think is kind of interesting. So I'm curious to see what the technological level is for that, and also how that exists in that particular time frame. What kind of brought that about. Also, what the full scale of the abilities are, because obviously one ability we saw was kind of creating giant fireballs. Another one, there was a lady freezing what looked like a grape, so maybe it seemed like she might have frozen breath, but we don't know the full extent of the ability. So I'm interested to kind of find out, I mean, how far ranging do these abilities go? Are there going to be what are the rankings going to be? Are they going to be pretty all right, this is a pretty cool super ability, and then are there going to be the ones that are men that severely overpowered? It makes you wonder about stuff like that. So like I said, just a teaser trailer. We'll have to wait for the official trailer to kind of give us a little bit more ins and outs about the story. I'm sure there's stuff that's out there already about it, but rather than reading up about it, I'd rather kind of just see it for myself. So I'm gonna just wait for a trailer to kind of showcase some of the story rather than kind of reading up on it. But yeah, these are just some of my thoughts about it. I'd love to get to know your thoughts, just from alone, from this teaser. Did this get you excited for the show, or do you think you're gonna need a full trailer to kind of get you a little bit more on board? I'm kind of already sold just on the little we saw, but I am interested to find out more, obviously before the show comes out. But yeah, like I said, just let me know your thoughts about everything. But really, that's all I'm going to talk about. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.